Okay, yeah, recording is started. So, good morning, students. This is a class of geotechnical engineering. So, from last two classes, we are discussing about index properties of soil. So, we have discussed till now about water content, different methods to determine water content of soil. Then we have discussed about field density or in-situ density. Okay. Also, we have discussed about specific gravity. So today we'll discuss about particle size distribution. Okay. So let's discuss about why this particle size distribution is so important to study and why it's considered as a property, one of the index property of soil. Okay. So let me first share my screen. Okay. Is it visual, right? My screen is visible. Okay.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you? Okay. Okay. So yes. Uh, so we're going to discuss today about index properties of soil. Okay, but before that we need to find out why this index properties of soil is so important for that. Okay, so basically this is just an overview of soil classification. Okay, so before going to the index for your particle size distribution, I want to go for just a rough introduction to the soil classification. Even though after this class also we are going to discuss about classification of soil. But anyway, so soil classification. First, I'm going to discuss about this soil classification. So till now, we know or we have discussed about classification of soil or different types of soil based on origin. Okay, so based on origin, we have two types of soil, that is a transported soil and residual soil. Fine, but based on sizes, based on particle sizes also, the soil particles are classified under different types. Okay, so as you know that in nature soils are present in different shape and sizes. Okay, they are different shape and sizes, so based on the sizes they are also classified under different types. Okay, so yeah, you can I think you can see in this ppt. Let me go for this full screen. Wait. Yeah, so yeah, this in I'm right now I'm talking about in Indian standard soil classification system. Okay, so soil classification is done by different methods. Okay, there are different methods are available for classification of soil, like textural classification. Okay, Highway Research Board soil classification, unified soil classification. Unified soil classification that it's very important for you to understand. And in coming classes, we are also going to discuss about unified soil classification. So till now we are going through a very simple soil classification, that is a Indian standard soil classification system. Okay, so here this classification is given in a tabular format. Okay, now if you give attention here from bottom to top in this tabular format, from bottom to top, first of all, this first column represents the soil type. Okay, this first column represents the soil type, and second column represents the what is the name of the soil. Okay, okay. Next, this column represents what is the types of the soil. Okay, whether it's coarse or fine or medium, whatever. Okay. Next, fourth column represents your sizes in millimeter. Okay, now if you look here from bottom to top, the sizes are increasing. Okay, now just concentrate here the very bottom here, given here less than 0.002 millimeter. Okay, so after next, this one represents what, 0.002 millimeter to 0.075 millimeter. Okay, that means from bottom to top the sizes are increasing like that. Next, see 0.075 to 0.425. Okay, like that. So at very top it's increasing up to greater than 300 millimeter. Fine. So why I have given this? Because based on the sizes, the soil are classified under different head. Okay. Now see, if the soil particle have sizes less than 0.002 millimeter, okay, if the soil sizes have are 0.002 millimeter, that soils are classified as what? Clay soil or clay size, denoted by C. Okay, so you will just try to remember this. Clay soil particle have sizes less than 0.002 millimeter. Okay, now if the soil particle have sizes between 0.002 millimeter to 0.075 millimeter, then that type of soil are known as silty soil or silt size, denoted by capital M. Okay, these are just a symbol that to represent the type of soil. Okay, and silt and clay both are together categorized under fine grained soil or fine soil. Okay, so if somebody asks you about fine grained soil, so I have also one very basic definition for fine grained soil. For now, you just concentrate here. Fine grained soil have two type of soil. Okay, silt and clay. Okay, and clay soil is the smallest soil type. Okay, now let's go upward from 0.075 millimeter to 0.425 millimeter. Okay, okay. Before that, I'm just going to find out for overall size of sandy soil. Okay, now it is ranges from 0.075 to maximum 4.75, isn't it? That means from 0.075 millimeter to 4.75 millimeter, these soils are categorized as sandy soil or sand. Okay, now sandy soil is classified under three different types based on intermediate size. Okay, now the minimum size is how much? It should be more than 0.075. Okay, if the soil sizes is ranges from 0.075 to 0.425 millimeter, that type of soil, it is sandy soil, but it is fine sand. Okay, it will be termed as fine sand. Now if the soil sizes, if the sandy soil sizes from 0.425 to 2 millimeter, that sandy soil will be termed as medium sand. Okay, like, so next your, if the soil size ranges from 2 millimeter to 4.75 millimeter, that soil sizes are termed as coarse sand. Okay, but overall sand soil or sandy soil sizes ranges from 0.075 to 4.75 millimeter. Okay, this is the lower bound, lower minimum size. It is the maximum size for sandy soil. Okay, next, if we again go on increasing the soil sizes from 4.75 millimeter to 80 millimeter, from 4.75 millimeter to 80 millimeter, the soil is termed as gravel soil. Okay, one more thing, sand is denoted by capital S and gravel is denoted by capital G. Okay, again gravel is subdivided under two head, that is coarse gravel and fine gravel. So fine gravel ranges from 4.75 to 20 millimeter, and coarse gravel ranges from 20 millimeter to 80 millimeter sizes. Okay, now if again the size increases from 80 to 300 millimeter, they are termed as cobble. Okay, and more than 300 millimeter, all the soil particles are termed as boulder size. Okay, now boulder and cobble are categorized under very coarse soil. Gravel and sand are categorized under coarse soil. Okay, now what is the boundary size between coarse grained soil and fine grained soil? This is this one, 0.075 millimeter, or also we can say 75 micron. Okay, so micron is what? Micron is a kind of a unit smaller than millimeter. Okay, 1 micron is equal to what? 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter. Okay, fine. So this is can be written also, right? 75 micron. So fine grained soil and coarse grained soil are divided by this 0.075 millimeter size. Okay, so what we've discussed till now, we have different type of soil based on sizes. In general, they are categorized under two head, mainly fine grained soil and coarse grained soil. Okay, and the higher than that, they are known as very coarse soil. Fine grained soil are categorized under silty soil and clayey soil. Coarse grained soil are categorized as gravel soil and sandy soil. Fine. Again, if you go subdivide subcategory of sandy soil and coarse gravel soil also there, like fine sand, medium sand, coarse sand, fine gravel and coarse gravel. Okay, so this is all about the Indian standard soil classification system, which is based on sizes. Okay, now actually we are main aim to find out the to understand the particle size distribution. Fine. Now why particle size distribution is done? To find out the grade of soil. Okay, to find out what grade of soil particular a sample soil sample have. Okay, now the question will arise, what is grade of soil now? So next this we'll discuss about, wait, yeah, before that, before discussing about grade of soil, let's discuss about the basic definition of coarse grained soil and fine grained soil. It will come this uh, from this table only. Okay, so here written here that what is coarse grained soil. It is in this soil more than half of the total material by mass is larger than 75 micron size. 75 micron or 0.075 millimeter size. Okay. Now what is fine grained soil? Fine grained soil is in this soil more than half of the total material by mass is smaller than 75 micron size. Okay, what we can understand? Okay, what we can understand from this statement? Say from this table you can see I already told you this 75 micron or 0.075 millimeter, it is the boundary line or boundary size between fine grained soil and coarse grained soil. Okay, now say for example you have a 1 kg of sample soil sample. Okay, from field you have collected 1 kg of soil sample. Okay, okay, fine. Now, if by laboratory test that we're going to discuss in coming classes, by laboratory test you can find out how much fine percentage are there, how much coarse percentage are there. Okay, you can find out. Now, how to define whether the soil sample is coarse grain soil or fine grain soil? It is will come from this definition. Now, if from your total soil mass, that is suppose you have taken 1 kg of soil, okay, that is 1000 gram of soil. So from this, out of 1000 gram of soil, if more than 50% of the total soil sample are finer than or smaller than 75 micron or 0.075 millimeter, that means if the majority soil sizes are smaller than 0.075 millimeter or 75 micron, that type of soil will be known as fine grained soil. And for coarse grained soil, it will be opposite. If the majority of the soil sizes, that means if more than 50% of soils sizes higher than 75 micron or 0.075 millimeter, that soil will be termed as coarse grained soil. Okay. Till now, any doubt? Am I clear to you? Is there any doubt till now? If you don't have any doubt, then we'll go to the grade of soil. Okay, just respond me. Okay, so it is very easy to understand. There is no such statement or physics are involved here. Simple statement. Fine. So now we'll discuss about grade of soil. Now this grade of soil is very important term since, as I already told you, in nature soil may be present in different shape and sizes. Okay, Fine. Now you whatever sample you have taken to the laboratory, or you have taken for your whatever construction work, it may contain fine grained soil, it may contain coarse grained soil, okay, or it may contain different shape and sizes of soil particles. Now from that percentage of different soil particles, you can find out the grade of soil. Okay. Now grade means the existence of different soil particles, different sizes of soil particle. Okay, to know what is the exact shape and sizes of soil particle presence in a particular soil sample. Okay, so a soil sample may be either well graded or poorly graded. Okay, so whatever soil sample you have, so it may be well graded soil or poorly graded soil. Now, what is the difference between well graded soil and poorly graded soil? In case of well graded soil, a soil is said to be well graded when it has a good representation of particles of all sizes. Good representation matlab almost equal percentage. Okay. Now all sizes means what? We have already discussed about different sizes of particles in this tabular format, isn't it? In this table, we have different type of soil which are mainly depend on different soil sizes, isn't it? So if a particular soil sample have a representation of all soil sizes of equal, approximately equal percentage, then that type of soil is known as well graded soil. Well graded soil matlab it has all the soil particles, okay, at approximately equal percentage. Fine. Now what is poorly graded soil? It is just opposite of well graded soil. Fine. That means a soil is said to be poorly graded if it has an excess of certain particles or deficiency of other sizes. Okay. Now poorly graded soil also divided under two types. Poorly graded soil may be uniformly graded or gap graded. Gap graded also known as sometimes skip graded. Okay. Now uniformly graded matlab what? That means it has a majority of soil having sizes almost equal sizes. Okay. That means it has an excess of certain particles. That okay. And suppose a particular size is missing from your sample, that means there is a gap in between your soils between the sizes. That means that type of soil is known as gap graded or skip graded. Okay. So I just want to repeat, or I just want to summarize here. So grade of soil may be two types: well graded or poorly graded. Okay. A soil is said to be well graded when it has a good representation of all particles of same size, all sizes. Sorry. And if the soil is poorly graded and it has a excess of certain particles, then it will be known as uniformly graded. And if it has deficiency of other particles, okay, then it may be known as gap graded or skip graded. Okay. Now particle size distribution, that actually main term that we are going to understand. Okay, so this is your particle size distribution curve. Fine. So you need to find out what is the percentage of different size of particle that present in your soil sample, and it can be represented by this particle size distribution curve. Okay, so in this graph you can see different soil, different curve. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 whatever, so different curves are represent here, showing here, representing different type of soil having different grade of soil. Okay, like see for this one, this dash curve, this curve is represents for uniformly graded soil, uniformly graded soil. Okay. Okay, and this one, this soil C, this is representation for well graded soil. Okay, and see here, this soil, this is for gap graded soil. Why it's called gap graded? Because this, see, this curve is increasing like this, but from E1 to E2, from E1 to E2 there is no increasing in percentage finer. Okay, so before that, this curve is prepared between percentage finer and particle size. Okay, this x-axis represents particle size. Okay, particle size is increases from here to here, starting from 0.000001 millimeter to 10 millimeter. Okay, and this is percentage finer. Okay, that means it will all represent in percentage, 10%, 20%, 30%, like that. Okay, that means if I say, if I suppose if I mark this point 30. Okay, now suppose I consider this well graded soil curve. Okay, now only concentrate on this curve, soil C. Okay, this soil C, which is denoted as well graded soil. Fine. Now if I draw a line from suppose 30 percentage. Okay, it represents what, 30% finer. Okay, I'll make you understand now. Now if I go from this 30 point horizontally up to the curve, okay, up to this point, and if I go down to this x-axis, it will be somewhere at the middle of zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.4. That means suppose it is zero point 0.3. Fine. Okay, so in between 0.2 to zero point 0.4, suppose this is 0.3. Okay, again I'm going to repeat here. If I draw a line from this 30% finer horizontal line up to this curve, and if I go vertically downward to this x-axis which represent particle size, so I will find what, one point here at x-axis, say 0.3 millimeter. Now what we can understand from this, from this statement? Okay, that means uh, the sample you are tested in a laboratory, for out of the whole weight of the soil, 30% of the soil 30% of the soil have 30% of soil have sizes smaller than zero point 0.3 millimeter or finer than 0.3 millimeter. Okay, because it represents what, percentage finer. Now if I again go to up to 50. Okay, now if I draw a line from 50, from here to go horizontally up to the curve, I just go down, sorry, go vertical downward up to this point, say at middle, suppose zero point 0.5, isn't it? 0.4 to 0.6, suppose at middle point it intersect, say 0.5. That means we can say 50% of total soil, 50% of total soil have sizes finer than or smaller than zero point 0.5 millimeter. Like that, we can understand the different sizes of soil present in a particular soil mass. Okay, and this is, all these curves are represents what, particle size distribution curve. Okay, this is particle size distribution curve, and this x-axis it represents or in represents in logarithmic scale, and y-axis in arithmetic scale. Okay, now I think you can observe here, because it have to cover from 0.001 millimeter up to 10 millimeter. So it is not possible to cover this big range in a particular arithmetic graph paper. So you have to use semi-log graph paper. Semi means half log. That means one axis will be in logarithmic scale, other axis will be in arithmetic scale. That's the normal graph that you already used in your chemistry lab, physics lab, whatever. Okay, so this graph is known as semi-log graph paper. Okay, so this is in a logarithmic scale and this is your arithmetic scale. Fine. Okay, so in the next class we're going to discuss about how we're going to find out grade of soil by particle size distribution. Okay, we're going to discuss about sieve analysis in next class. Fine. So I want to stop here. Is there any doubt till now? You can ask me. If you don't have, I just stop my sharing now.
Clear, sir.
Okay, I'll just stop my sharing. Okay, wait. Okay, can anyone do one thing for me? As since I am in the, I'm in college. Okay, so it will be difficult to give attendance right now. So you just do one thing. Anyone, please take a photo of the participation list. Okay, I think you can it is visual to your screen also. Just take a photo of your participation list, just send me in WhatsApp. Can you do it for me? Okay, just take a photo. I think right now it's 32 participants including me, so I guess 31 presents here. So just take a photo, screenshot ले लेना, just send me in WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, is there any doubt till now? Just stop my recording.